Lwin used his knowledge and discipline to focus on his growth and to expand his experiences and achievements. Welcome to the show called Self-Made.
Thank you very much, Rebecca. Glad to be here.
Yes, okay. Well, we're very excited to understand how you started when you were a kid being a CEO right now.
I've had growing up and still have two very loving parents and a home environment that was very supportive all along. I was safe. I had a foundation, very middle class U.S. family. So that was really the starting point, for me.
But when you were a kid, what was your dream job?
My first career, actually, or my first career path was in the U.S. military. I spent 10 years in the U.S. Marine Corps. Actually, that was my dream job, and I think part of that was because I wanted the adventure, the excitement of a very operational environment. I love military history, I love scouting, I love being outdoors. But the other part of it was really having a profession which wasn't just a job. It was something that you had, I had a passion for. In this case, it was pursuing a larger ideal. In this case, military service, protecting my country. And so, for me, the military in some ways was an ideal profession in that it was exciting, but it also had a larger calling for me as well. So I loved the first 10 years of my career experience there in the military.
What did military teach you?
Fundamentals of leadership, about character, about drive and passion that I learned or was molded in me in my military experience, and I've carried through my entire life, both professionally and personally. Not just a sense of responsibility, I guess, but for me, there's a moral imperative there. If you're going to be a manager or a leader in the corporate environment or in the military environment, it's not about getting a paycheck. It's really about taking care of the people that work with you or for you or with your organization.
What changed you from military to management or corporation?
I wanted to raise a family. As you know, Rebecca, I would like to call myself a very intentional, family-oriented parent. But even at that point in my life, I was looking, trying to weigh what would be the different alternatives. I did make the decision to enter the corporate world.
Why did you choose to come to Philippines?
We had been operating in the Philippines with our insurance company for many decades at that point. And at that point, the Philippines and the Philippine story, wasn't really well known around the world. That was the early days where people didn't really realize, I guess, that it is more fun in the Philippines after all. So just amazing experiences and opportunities here in the Philippines that AIG has seen as a company as we've expanded over the last decade and a half, as well as personally I've seen and working with some of the best talent in the world, especially in the operational arena. It's just been really quite an experience to be part of that and to see the growth and evolution of the capabilities here in our Filipino workforce.
So how did you build your career from management to become a CEO?
Well, I certainly didn't set my path with this specific of a goal in mind, but I did, as I was entering the corporate world, did have aspirations that I wanted to be a general manager. It was exciting to me to see how we could put all the aspects and all the functions of the value chain together.
What do you love about Philippines?
What do I love about the Philippines? There's so many things to love about the Philippines, but I would say first and foremost it's the people. But just the social fabric here, how that extends to foreigners like me and my family. And so I see that in the professional environment, but same goes to the personal environment as well. People invest in each other and in the social network and fabric around them in a way which you don't see in I'd probably say any other culture.
So what's your best advice then for people who has dream to be successful someday and they don't know how?
Well, I would say don't define success too narrowly. For one, when I talk with a lot of our talent here in the marketplace here, especially when we're interviewing or hiring, a lot of people have maybe too structured mindset. Here's the role I want to be in, or here's the role maybe I want to be in 3 or 5 years. And while that's good to have that viewpoint, but what is it about that role that makes it exciting? It may not be the ones you have in mind at the beginning, but the experiences that role would provide for me.
So what is success to you?
Success to me is, really, it all goes down to my personal objectives. I have a family, I have 3 wonderful kids and a wonderful wife. They're my world. That to me is a success. And so whether I'm a general manager or whether I'm any other role, that's my focus there. there, and also that's where God's path for me and my family is as well.
Are you a tough dad?
You know my kids a little bit, Rebecca. I don't think of myself as a tough dad, but I do think I get some of my dad in me, and that's when we sit around the dinner table. The few nights a week I get a chance to have dinner with them. Mm-hmm. My son especially says, "Okay, when are we going to have the lecture, Dad? When's the serious topic coming out?" And sure enough, during the course of our dinner conversation, it's always for me, it's a teaching moment. So I think they see that as the lecturing dad, which hopefully not so much the difficult, hard dad, but certainly one with likes to lecture them a little bit from time to time.
How you connect with Rebecca, your wife?
But I think that also makes it so imperative to make sure you really pick and choose, where those times are, where you want to invest, and make sure you set aside for, in this case, with me and her, or me and my children. And this is a time I'm going to spend with my family, with school activities, because it's fleeting, and it's got to make those moments.
How proud are you with Rebecca with her muscle competition?
Well, she's got a very well-rounded background in the wellness industry. She's a registered dietitian, she's a personal trainer, she's a cook, and more lately, in the last couple of years now, she's been competing in the bodybuilding, competitive circuit. So I'm incredibly proud of her. Discipline and self-control and dedication that takes is just tremendous.
So, how thankful are you being with AIG?
It's the legacy that it's had. Over 100 years, through all kinds of different adversity and challenges. Here in the Philippines, AIG has followed its mission of building resilient Filipino communities. So I'm very thankful to be part of an organization with greater purpose in mind, and also one that has its core values for the communities in which we operate, like the Philippines, as well as for our employees, and we continue to invest in that as well.
What's your message to Rebecca, your wife, beautiful wife?
My message to Rebecca, I love her very much, and I thank her for what's now been 21 years of marriage, and I look forward to 21 years plus for the future.
Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Rebecca.
Every success has its struggles. Every dream has its trials and tests. Listen to their stories, because if they did it, you can also be called self-made.